Look, so we're live. You know, one of my final interviews of the day, but it's been hard work to get hold of you, Nicholas.
Yes.
And you would have been good on the. I don't know if you saw it, Nicholas, but we did a Facebook Live interview with Jay Howard from Auction House London.
Okay.
Well, group session, Manish as well, Katara and Lawrence.
Okay.
So that was about 2 hours ago. I know it's a little bit noisy where we are, but this is the best opportunity to catch up with Nicholas. You know, the 8th year anniversary, so I'm putting lots of work into the 8th year, preparing for it. You don't have to do anything on the night, just turn up. That's nice, isn't it?
A night off.
Yeah. So it's an interesting concept that particular night. It's young property professionals, open to all ages who can attend.
Okay. Yes.
I've still got to do my presentation, actually.
Looking forward to it. 8 minutes of Brendan. That'll be fun.
So I said to Nicholas, Nicholas said, what's this video about? And I said, it's about his last 8 years. You know, you're mostly geographical area, Battersea and to Gatwick.
Yeah, and we're right now in Norbury, right in the middle of my area, so that's quite nice.
This is a nice place though, Nicholas.
Yeah, very nice place. My favourite coffee shop.
Okay. Oh, really? Oh.
I'm here often.
Okay, so this is the place to connect with Nicholas.
Yes.
This is called, can I mention it?
Yeah, of course you can.
Affogato.
Yeah.
So, Nicholas, how do you... lovely. Brilliant.
I've got our milkshakes coming out today. It can't be too bad.
Thank you. So, how did you, geographical knowledge, it's still quite far, isn't it? Battersea to Gatwick. Or I say it's far.
Oh, not far at all, no. It's not far at all. The reason for Battersea, because I grew up in Battersea, spent most of my younger years in Battersea. And then when I moved out from home, I moved to Streatham. And then we do projects from there to Gatwick.
Have you done Gatwick though? Have you done anything?
The first we've gone to Gatwick is Caterham, which is about 10 miles from Gatwick.
Okay, so that's the Surrey project.
Yeah, that's right, yes.
I saw, so that's actually quite close to
Gatwick.
Why, I'm going to ask you a tricky question, and I haven't prepped you for this, but I didn't realise Caterham so close to Gatwick.
Yeah.
Why not service accommodation? Why not buy to hold and use that as service accommodation? For those people with Gatwick based, could use Caterham, just a bit too far away? Is that the major reason if you were closer to Gatwick? Or service accommodation is definitely not a strategy you use?
Yeah, we don't do service accommodation.
Your major strategy, I would say, is buy to flip, but you would say it's slightly different?
Yeah, so something I learned from Paul Ribbons was about to, when you say you buy 3, hold 2 and keep 1. Is that right? No, you sell 2 and keep 1, and that's what we do. We tend to kind of sell 2 and keep 1.
Is it mostly HMOs though you do?
No, we don't do any HMOs.
Oh, not HMOs. Okay, no HMOs at all.
So just single lets. Everything do single lets.
So when we did a video on a site, you bought auction last year.
Last year, correct.
So that was a buy to flip?
No, that was a buy to flip initially, but because the numbers worked out so well for us, and I hate paying tax, we kept it.
So you actually, you're a landlord as well?
Yeah, that's our core business. We're landlords, and then we moved from landlords to do small refurbs, and then for small refurbs we did larger developments.
Look, Nicholas, people thinking, you've got such experience, and I have to admit it's handy that your parents had a interest in property as well. Yes. So that does make a huge difference, I would say. But what's some of the sort of like top tips you'd give to our listeners out there?
Yeah. Well, I think my top tip really is to do something that suits your personality. That's my number one.
And that's why you don't do HMOs at all?
Yes, I'm not really cut out for HMOs.
Just stress levels, but people talk about stress for being a developer, or is it nothing to do with stress or something else?
No, I just think it's a different personality type. So I like developments because it has a start date, an end date. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I'm happy with that. But HMOs, I think I wouldn't like the admin that goes with the HMO, or to deal with multiple tenants. I wouldn't deal with that. So our tenant base.
But you see it as easier to deal with doing a development, which in Caterham was a 17-unit site.
Yes.
But I'm right in saying it was mostly Errol rather than yourself doing the day for PM.
Yeah. So as you know, at Freedom of Choice, we do a lot of our stuff is done by way of a JV, whether it be time, money, or skill. And on the Caterham project, because Errol lived closer to the Caterham project, he took more of the time and skill element.
Look, where we are, this place closes in a few minutes. I just thank you for joining myself today, or whenever you've joined myself and Nicholas at Wandsworth over the last 8 years. Nicholas, is there anyone you're particularly looking forward to hearing at the 8th year anniversary? So just in case you're unaware of who's going to be there, Rob Wilkinson's going to be your replacement for the night.
Okay.
You know, he's,
good luck, Rob.
Yeah.
Hard act to follow.
He's high five there. So Rob's chairing it. You've got the likes of Sarah Nasrallah on the panel. Some people have just relatively recently been introduced to Murat, who's based in Plymouth, doing stuff in Plymouth. He's got a 30-unit site in Plymouth. He slightly explains it differently. It's an interesting project. When I say interesting, it's an old build. A lot of work to do, to say the least. Whereas your catering was brand new, start from scratch. It wasn't easy though, because it was near a petrol station, or
it was an old petrol station, so we had to get the old tanks out of the ground and do the old environmental testing.
But just to summarise, Sarah, I've got Ollie Lowry. I don't think you come across Ollie, architect. All of these are 35 or under. It's amazing what they're doing at that particular age. And also service accommodation providers, the air agents, plus Augusta. You mentioned Augusta, so she's still
number one girl, Augusta.
So mortgage broker and Piotr Ruskanek. Again, he's lucky. I say lucky. It's interesting. These people get involved in property, I think, younger than what people were a decade ago. Do you think that's true, or I haven't got any stats to back that up?
I don't think so. I think that perhaps there's more meetings and get a higher profile. But no, I think it's.
But do you think that may be the effect of crowdfunding as well?
It could be. As you know, I've done no crowdfunding at all at the moment. Something I'm looking forward to do in perhaps my 9th or 10th year going forward from this year. So that's my one big thing actually. In my 8th year is to do a bit of crowdfunding.
Tony, huge thanks for joining myself. Maybe we can catch up before the 18th of April. It's the 8th year anniversary. Just want to say huge thanks, Tony, for your help over the last years as well. Huge thanks to my other co-host. Piotr said something really interesting. He said it's not just about the 8th year anniversary of Wandsworth, it's the anniversary also of hosting the other meets as well, which is a good point. So Luke Hamill, huge thanks as well. So as I say, it's the 8th year anniversary, April the 18th. Nicholas, how can people connect with you? What's your website?
So the website is Freedom of Choice, spelled CHOYCE.co.uk. So all the W's, freedomofchoice.co.uk, and connect with me by there. I'm on Facebook. Sorry, I'm on LinkedIn. So I to connect, and hope to see you on 18th.
Look, huge thanks for joining us, myself and Nicholas. That's it for the moment.